just what is going on with Project Epoch? The drama has been kind of crazy around this. Apparently, there's been a dev that's potentially been sabotaging or at least been leaking information and then rage quitting. I don't know the full story, and there's been an update, and I'd love to go through this update with you so we can find out together. This is my first time reading through it. So, Katotos says, major update and announcement. This is a mega update that will contain a lot of information. Thank you for your patience while we worked through all of the details of everything we have to share with you. It is clear that our launch was not successful. This is due to some mistakes and failures on our part, but also a number of unforeseen circumstances and a perfect storm of IRL events that made solving these issues challenging. As a team, we want to apologize to those who are disappointed, both our long-term community members and newer denizens of our version of Azeroth. So, where does that leave us? Project Epoch will return soon. We have entered into an agreement with Ascension WoW to move to infrastructure built and maintained by Ascension's server team. So there's Turtle WoW, there's Ascension WoW, there's quite a lot of private servers kicking off at the moment. Project Epoch will retain full creative control of the game and the shop, and this change will allow the Project Epoch team to focus specifically on content creation. We know this news comes as a surprise, certainly reading it, yes it does. So read on for answers to many of the questions we anticipate that you have. On the Epoch side, to be explicitly clear, Project Epoch retains full creative control over what enters the game from a gameplay aesthetic and monetization perspective, and will continue to develop content following our original roadmap with the same spirit and intent we were built upon. Project Epoch gains access to developers from across the broader Ascension umbrella of servers, allowing us to increase our technical and artistic complexity while executing our vision at a higher quality than ever before. As a result of this partnership, Katotes, Eridan, Kez, Heretics, Ulmatirs, Intra and Implav will continue to create the server's content without the stress of managing the infrastructure or community on a full-time basis. So I'm assuming that Ascension is much better at controlling infrastructure because the whole infrastructure was falling apart multiple times. Hence, anyone that tried to play Project Epoch, you only got to do so for a short time before it crashed because it couldn't handle the amount of people trying to log in and get onto the servers. So I can understand what they're doing here. I wonder what the catch is, though. So I guess I'll read on and maybe it will be stated. Project Epoch's plans for our in-game stores aren't changing. We won't have any pay-to-win features in-game or in our store. That's good, because I've heard there's some issues with that in regards to Turtle WoW. Project Epoch staff will gain access to all of Ascension WoW modding tools. This is a massive development that enables us to craft dream content. I think I saw some of the Ascension videos, and they looked like they were sometimes using more modern-esque World of Warcraft style graphics. Now, I'm still fine with that if that's what they're going to do, but it would be a little bit taken back from the classic feel if they go with a more modernized look. I don't know. That's just me making an interpretation. Long term, we can design more complex raid encounters, provide new and better interface options, additional quality of life perks, and varied cosmetic glyphs much more quickly with access to Ascension's capabilities than we would have been able to on our own. So this again kind of bugs me a little bit, because this is like a self-admittance that they knew they weren't really able to pull off what they were trying to do. They were just kind of winging it, obviously, and disappointing a lot of people that wanted to play. Now, I am fully aware this is free, and I have no entitlement to anything in this regard. So I appreciate what they've been doing, but it would have been nicer if they would potentially have given more of an accurate representation of what the server's stability was going to be like. Now, of course, they can't truly know unless they've done thorough tests, and they weren't expecting this much attention, so there is that to go on their side. I fully grant you that, but it does feel like some information was left out and they were just trying to make it work and not really giving us the truth. So, well, here we go. Players that earn beta pet rewards will still receive those rewards. Our GitHub sponsors will become depreciated as of today. Previous sponsors will be immortalized in-game via a plaque within major faction capitals. Okay. So on the Ascension side, Ascension will be responsible for building and maintaining Project Epoch's server core. Ascension's infrastructure offers a massive upgrade in server performance, quality, security, hardening. So has anyone played on the Ascension yet? Is that actually out? Because I'm not fully aware of the Ascension. I'm just vaguely aware of it. I don't know if they have up and running servers currently, or it's just something that they're going to be working on. I assume they do already have up and running servers, since they can speak so confidently about the server performance. So how many people does that hold? Because I know Turtle WoW can do quite well, can't it? It can hold up to like 10k people. DDoS protection, player support, tickets, moderation, tooling, anti-cheat and exploit fixes, real money trading, and botting mitigations, and many more features. Ascension will be able to spin up and merge realms as necessary to handle population demand. Wow, okay. That's what they kind of needed, wasn't it? It's just like people wouldn't have minded if they created more realms, and then as people sort of petered off, you know, they get to level 30, level 40, level 50, and they're like, okay, I've had my fill, I'm not going to go the whole distance. Those people fall off. The graph amount of players goes down to a healthy stability amount, rather than like the 25k plus or whatever that we're actually trying to play. It's going to end up, you know, being about 8 to 12k potentially. So, yeah. Okay. Handle that population and demand. This means account registration can reopen for the many players who are interested in playing with us. Okay, well that's good for you guys that wanted to create an account. Finally, you're able to do so. Project Epoch will be accessed through the Ascension launcher, so you're going to need to download that. All existing Project Epoch accounts will be moved to Ascension. If you already have an Ascension account, I don't. Ascension will handle the necessary work to merge your accounts. I guess I'll have to look into that and work out how that goes. Ascension will help with the Project Epoch Discord, so we focus on making you content. This is in regards to moderation support offered through Discord notifications of server maintenance, and so on. What's next? So I haven't really seen like what's Ascension. I guess they wouldn't just be helping out out of the kindness of their heart, though, right? There's got to be something to this. Some sort of way they're profiteering from this. I mean, surely they could do, but would they? Why would you want to take all of this stress on? I'm curious. What's next? We have already set up the new servers and begun the process of moving the Epoch core onto them, along with Ascension's performance fixes. Once that is completed, we will host a public stress test. Oh, here we go. Based on the results, we will either schedule another stress test or we will schedule a date for launch, with the benefit of not having to work around our Epoch star schedules because Ascension will be handling the servers. With infrastructure off our hands, the content team will work on resolving bugs reported during the launch window and some new surprises. Our heartfelt appreciation goes out to those in the community who were supportive of our efforts. Oh, blimey. I just noticed the downvotes. These last 2 weeks, we are excited to get you into Project Epoch's Azeroth as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. You guys are going to have to let me know, those that are more experienced, because I never really played on private servers before, how much difference this is going to be playing on Ascension. Is this going to completely change things? Is it just going to be for the best overall, or is it going to kill your aspect of playing Project Epoch? I don't know. It's bizarre. So you got like the Epoch, you got the thumbs up at 3,455 and then the thumbs down at 3,378. So it's pretty divisive, I would certainly say, these. And again, it's a little vague, but we'll see how it goes. So what happened to the whole Linux thing? Did they give up on that? I guess they don't need that now. I assume that Project Epoch, rather Ascension, doesn't use that. So all of that time spent trying to make that work, it's obviously, you know, you would say it's very amateur or whatever it is. Like, again, it's free, so I can't really be like, oh, these need to be professionals and all of that. I can't really ever do that sort of complaint. But it does feel like, well, misled, maybe, perhaps. Let me know what you think. But I'm very curious. That's why I wanted to read this out for the first time without actually reading it before, to get more of a natural reaction, and hopefully you can give me your reaction too. So thank you for watching if you made it this far, and like the video and subscribe, and take care. Let me know.